Good morning, everyone. I hope you've had a productive few days of training so far and refreshing and improving your skills in map reading and in completing all of the data required in each of the forms, and that you understand the importance of making sure that all information is recorded in the tablet correctly the first time. Okay. And that the importance of submitting data frequently has been emphasized. What I want to talk about this morning is the concept of disputes. Now, the term disputes, I think, has been misunderstood by the team. A dispute in the context of ILRG is any issue that you are solving through the process of engaging with communities. Issues could be as small as clarifying a place where the boundary was not clear, where two community members were arguing or discussing over a meter and agreed at that very same time, or a place where a family had a little bit of tension over who should be put on a certificate. Maybe a case where a husband said, I don't want to put my wife, or I don't want to put any children on the land. But with your intervention, it resulted in a positive outcome that was transparent, that was inclusive. It could be something that small. On the other hand, it could be a long-standing dispute between two villages, between two chiefs over succession or wrangles. But I need you to understand the importance of recording your impact on people's issues on the ground. That is what the dispute resolution form is designed for, and the dispute form. Okay. Please recognize that. If there are no issues or disputes on the ground, if we do not record improving anyone's issues, there's no reason for us to be documenting land rights. Okay. So it's my belief that we have been under recording disputes, what I'm calling disputes, but really are tensions, they're misunderstandings, they're any issues that could emerge. So please consider this. It's extremely important for the future of the programming that you record what issues you are solving in the field. Now, I want to go and re-emphasize 3 different places where this information is recorded. You may identify issues or disputes for documenting during the village governance form. During that piece, you ask the community who has documented rights, who has conflicts between villages. Are there conflicts with the chief? Are there disagreements between chiefdoms? Are there issues with the head persons? Those are recorded. Those are recorded in B1, but frankly, based on that, you should then go and register them under the dispute form, under G1. Okay, so any of these issues must be registered in form G1. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. The other place where you may identify disputes are during the demarcations themselves. Now, you were asked a question during the demarcations about whether a dispute emerged and it is stopping a parcel from continuing. In that case, most of the time you're going to resolve the issues in the field. Okay. If you did resolve those issues in the field and you don't need to say that there's an issue that's holding things up, you should still go and fill out G1. Okay. G1 is for any dispute that emerges. You open up a dispute, and if you've solved it at the same time, you can close it at the same time. Okay, you can record that closing. That should happen during demarcations. Again, it can be as small as a disagreement over inheritance or a meter, or just a lack of clarity that through your work you have solved. I want you to get credit for solving issues. It may come up during the claims as you're communicating with people about the benefits of registering the rights of women or the benefits of registering your children on the parcels as persons of interest. Okay. All of this should come out under G1. I am also happy if you can go back through your records and you remember specific issues and you can put in G1 again. You can go back through your memory, through your experiences to fill out Form G1. Now, again, the importance of G1 on the dispute is that if you solve the issue right there and then, you can open it and close it at the same time. Okay. So if you resolved an issue at the same time that you're entering, you only have to fill out Form G1. Only. Kalma will show you how. If, however, you encounter a dispute that cannot be resolved there and then, you will have to come back. And if you encounter a dispute that's not resolved, you will close out G1 for the moment. And that dispute will still be labeled as open. Okay. Those open disputes can go to the coordinator or to Ephraim, to anyone else to look at. They might be big issues that require a community meeting, that require longer engagement. Those issues, anytime you come back to those and you try to resolve an issue, even if you don't succeed, you should fill out G2, that you're trying to close it. Maybe you didn't succeed, but you still fill out Form G2. I hope that's clear, and that this term dispute does not mean wrangles. It does not mean pangas. It does not mean something big. It can be small things also. Okay. I do want to note that you do have a few resources in your printed materials. Okay. We have a step 3.3, a little discussion on land dispute documentation and resolution. All of the team should be discussing ways to resolve issues that could be at the individual level, that could be at the household level, but it should always be pushing it back to the communities themselves. You are not here to solve all of the disputes of the community of the village. You should be working to empower the indunas, the head persons, and support them on their own pathway to resolve disputes. Okay? They can emerge at any time. You need to allow the community to agree on them. We need to be cataloging them, listing the conflicts and how they've been resolved. Okay. Some of these may be boundary disputes, others may be inheritance, others may be over the process. Some cases they may not trust you. You can use those as disputes or issues. Okay. You should seek to elevate them to whatever authority has the most legitimacy to solve the dispute. In the case of a household, it could be to a household elder, or it could be to bring the household together. In the case of village to village, it should probably be multiple head persons or indunas and potentially the chief. Okay. You need to judge where those disputes can be resolved. We want you to take a point of where you're at, what is happening there. Okay. In some of our partners, we have dispute or conflict resolution coordinators. We'd like to bring them in if needed. Okay. In your case, Ephraim will probably be that person resolving. Please, we'd love to see you increasing your use of disputes and resolution. There are other selections. You do not have to have a parcel. If you are doing a resolution, it already has to be in the system. But if you've resolved an issue, please close it out at the same time that you opened it. Thank you.